dive. And we're going to try to get to the bottom of something pretty special.
Yeah.
Cookhill Cricket Club in 2024. They had a season for the ages, and we want to figure out why. We've got a ton of stuff to go through, news articles, club history, match records, the whole 9 yards.
Wow.
Because, Cookhill, they didn't just have a good year, they had a historic one.
Right.
They swept their leagues, all 3 teams, men's firsts, men's seconds, and the women's team all took home trophies.
It's really something else, isn't it? You just don't see that very often.
Not at this level, no.
It's usually those clubs with tons of money and resources behind them, but Cookhill,
Yeah.
it's a small village club.
Right.
It's all about community and, passion for the game.
Yeah, so how does that translate into, this kind of runaway success? We've got to figure that out.
Right.
So let's look at the first team. They won 17 out of 22 matches in Division 7, north of the Worcester County League.
Yeah, impressive.
Not only did they get promoted, but they also won the Midweek Carter Cup.
Ooh, that's huge.
Isn't that a big deal?
Oh, yeah, the Midweek Carter Cup, it's knockout.
Okay.
You lose one match and you're done.
Right.
So to win that,
Wow.
on top of a full lead season,
Right.
it's a testament to their depth and consistency.
Yeah, that's going to take some serious talent in all this, with Ollie Hills as captain.
He's a good leader.
And then you've got the second team, captained by Chris Thomas. They won 14 out of 18 in Division 9 North.
Another promotion.
Yeah, another promotion. And then you've got the women's team, Jenny Williams, leading them to a near-perfect season. 9 wins out of 10.
It's amazing.
It's incredible.
It really does seem like good leadership is a factor here. But, when you look at what people are saying, the word that keeps coming up is team spirit.
Team spirit.
Yeah, this isn't just about individual talent, though. We'll get to that. It's more about a culture, a winning culture,
That makes sense. But team spirit, it sounds nice.
Yeah.
But what does that actually mean? What makes Cookhill different?
Well, for one thing, they're known for being incredibly welcoming. They've opened up their facilities to all sorts of groups, girls' football school events. There's a multi-sport club, even a cricket team.
Really?
Yeah, it's not just about Cookhill winning.
Right.
It's about using cricket to bring people together.
Okay. I can see how that would make people want to play for them.
Yeah.
But does that actually win you matches?
Well, there's this amazing story about the club organizing a 28-mile charity walk to support a player's partner who was going through chemotherapy.
Wow.
15 members took part. 10 of them completed the whole thing.
28 miles.
28 miles. That's not just teammates. That's a different level of commitment.
Yeah, that's something special.
Yeah, it speaks to a deeper connection.
Okay, so we've got great captains. We've got this amazing atmosphere. But at the end of the day, you can't win without talent.
You need someone to score the runs.
And Cookhill seems to have that in spades. Let's talk about Zach Smith. 16 years old, over 800 runs, 47 wickets. Those are professional numbers.
Zach Smith is the real deal. Everyone's talking about him. At that age, most players are focusing on batting or bowling.
Right.
But to be great at both,
Why?
it's almost unheard of. And to do it at this level,
Yeah,
he's one to watch for sure.
absolutely. But like you said, it's a team effort, right?
It is.
Who else was instrumental in these record-breaking seasons?
Well, on the team, you had Ben Smith, Pete Alexander, and Craig Ellicott. They were all key.
Okay.
And then there's this interesting connection with the AU Sport Academy. It's run by Pete and Natalie Alexander.
Oh, wow.
It seems to be a pipeline for young talent coming into the club.
So they're developing players and attracting them.
Exactly. It's a winning formula.
It really is.
What?
What about the women's team? Anyone stand out there?
Oh, yeah. Amy Taylor had a fantastic season, really consistent scoring, and she took some crucial wickets.
Okay, so it wasn't just a few star players. It was a whole squad stepping up.
Exactly.
All right. I'm starting to see how this all came together. Strong leadership, a culture of community, a mix of homegrown and attracted talent. That's quite a recipe for success.
Yeah, it is.
But it makes you wonder, is this replicable? Can other clubs learn from Cookhill's example?
That's the big question, isn't it? And to answer it, we need to go a bit deeper. I think we need to look at the history of the club, how they built this winning formula over time.
Okay, so let's do that. Let's move on to part 2, where we'll delve into the history of Cookhill Cricket Club and see if we can uncover the secrets to their incredible success.
So we're back digging deeper into the Cookhill phenomenon.
I'm still reeling from just how dominant they were in 2024, but it's starting to feel like this wasn't just a one-off season. They seem to have been building towards this for a while.
Yeah, you're right there. Cookhill's success in 2024, it wasn't out of the blue. It was the result of years of steady progress. When you look at their league history, it's a clear upward trajectory.
Okay, so let's trace that trajectory. Before they were dominating Division 7 North in 2024, where were they?
Well, in 2023, they finished a close second in that same division, just missed out on promotion.
Oh, wow.
But the year before that, in 2022, they were unstoppable in Division 9 Central. They won every single match, all 16 of them.
Really?
That's the kind of performance that makes other teams sit up and take notice.
So even before their clean sweep in 2024, they were already making a name for themselves.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, what were they doing differently even back then?
Well, one thing that stands out is their commitment to player development. Zach Smith, their young star, he was already showing promise back then.
Right.
It suggests they have a system that nurtures talent from a young age.
Yeah.
But it's not just about the youngsters. They seem to attract experienced players too, so you have a good balance.
We talked about the AAU Sport Academy earlier. Could that be part of their secret sauce?
I think it plays a role for sure. Having a dedicated academy like that, it provides high-quality training and it attracts ambitious players. It's like a farm system for professional sports, but, at a local level.
Right.
And what's interesting is that Cookhill hasn't always been in the Worcester County League.
Oh, really? Where were they before?
They spent a number of years in the Cotswold Hills League, and they achieved some success there as well. In 2014, for example, they were runners-up in Division 4 and earned promotion.
Okay, so they've been climbing the ladder no matter where they play.
Right.
But why the move to the Worcester County League?
It's tough to say for sure without, insider info. But the Worcester County League is generally considered more competitive. Maybe they wanted to test themselves against, tougher opponents.
Yeah, that makes sense. If you want to be the best, you've got to play against the best. But this move, it also shows they're adaptable. They weren't afraid to try something new.
Exactly. And that adaptability, it shows in their approach to the game itself. They're not afraid to experiment, to try new strategies to give young players a chance.
Right.
It's a dynamic environment.
So we're seeing a pattern here, a commitment to growth, both individually and as a club. This isn't a team that's content with just being good. They want to keep getting better.
Absolutely. And that ambition, it filters down through every level of the club. You see it in their coaching, their facilities, even in how they engage with the community. It's all about creating a culture of excellence.
In part one, we talked about the community aspect of Cookhill, and it almost seemed too good to be true. But now I'm starting to see how it all fits together.
Yeah, it's not just about being nice. It's about building a solid foundation for success. When people feel like they belong, when they're invested in the club's success, they're more likely to put in the extra effort.
It's like that saying, right? If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Exactly.
In Cookhill, they seem to be going the distance. But let's not forget the practical side of things. Running a cricket club takes more than just good vibes. It takes money.
Oh, absolutely. And maintaining facilities, buying equipment, supporting youth development. It all adds up.
So how do they do it?
Well, in the next part, we'll dig into the financial side of Cookhill's success, how they manage to stay afloat and keep investing in the future.
All right, so we're back for our final look at the incredible story of Cookhill Cricket Club.
Yeah, we've talked about their amazing winning streak, their strong sense of community, and their talent for developing players.
But, like any successful organization, there's a whole financial side to things that keeps everything running.
Oh, absolutely. Running a cricket club, especially one as active as Cookhill, it takes money.
Yeah, so how do they manage to keep things afloat? They're not exactly a big city club with tons of corporate sponsors, are they?
No, they're not. Cookhill relies on a mix of things: membership fees, fundraising events, and grants.
Ah, the classic grassroots funding model. But I imagine it's a constant juggling act.
It can be. Cookhill is really committed to making cricket accessible to everyone, so they keep their fees pretty low.
That's awesome. It fits with their whole community-first approach, but it also means they've got to be creative when it comes to raising money.
Exactly, and that's where they've been really impressive. They organize all sorts of things: quiz nights, social gatherings, you name it.
Turning fun into funds.
Exactly, and it's not just small-scale stuff either. They've been really good at securing grants from organizations like the England and Wales Cricket Board.
Yeah, we talked about Billy Harris earlier and his nomination for that MCC Community Champion Award.
Right.
His grant writing skills were specifically mentioned.
There you go. He seems to have a knack for it, and those grants have been huge for Cookhill. They've been able to upgrade their facilities and buy new equipment.
It's really amazing to see how all these different pieces fit together.
Mm-hmm.
The community support, the fundraising, the grants.
Yeah.
It all adds up to their success.
It really does. It shows how well organized they are and how committed they are to giving everyone involved the best possible experience.
And speaking of commitment, we can't forget about all the volunteers that keep Cookhill running smoothly.
Oh, absolutely. Volunteers are the backbone of any grassroots club.
Yeah.
You know, from the coaches to the umpires to the people who run the bar, their contributions are invaluable.
Yeah, it's like this well-oiled machine, but it's fueled by the passion and the hard work of these volunteers.
And that sense of everyone working together, that's what sets Cookhill apart. It's not just about individual achievements. It's about the collective effort.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into Cookhill Cricket Club, I'm just struck by how they've managed to combine this competitive spirit with such a strong sense of community.
Yeah, they've created something truly special. A place where everyone feels welcome and supported, where success on the field is a reflection of the club's values.
It's an incredible example of how a small village club can achieve amazing things through hard work, passion, and that community spirit.
Their story is a reminder that success in sports, it's not just about winning trophies, it's about making a positive impact and sharing the love of the game.
And Cookhill has definitely done that. Or more, their journey is an inspiration for anyone looking to build a thriving and sustainable sports organization.
So the next time you hear that sound of a bat hitting a cricket ball, remember Cookhill Cricket Club and the amazing story they've woven together.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the heart of a truly exceptional cricket club. Until next time, keep the spirit of Cookhill alive in your own communities.